2025 has started out a little chaotic for us over at the Lavender Blue Cottage. What is typically a month and a season of rest and relaxation has actually been a season of a lot of work, as we have had to move pretty much everything out of our home and adapt to a lot of chaos. So in this video, I want to share with you what we have going on and some exciting changes coming up. So of course, Christmas had to come down, and I was very thankful I did not go overboard, because I knew at the beginning of the year we were going to start the process of some big remodels in our home. So I continued to pack up what little Christmas decor we had put out, and then the process began of removing pretty much everything out of the main level and the upstairs of our home. I'll be the first to admit this actually caused a bit of post-traumatic stress, since we had just moved only like 9 months ago and gotten settled, and now we had to box it all up again. So it felt very overwhelming, a little bit discouraging, but my little guy, every night he would just tell me it's all going to be worth it, it's all going to be worth it. Now, we are not actually moving out of this home, but like I mentioned, gearing up for some big remodels. Mainly the floor. We're replacing all the flooring in these 2 levels, getting rid of the carpet that's been there for probably a couple decades. And then we figured, since we pretty much had to move everything off the floors to replace them, why not just tackle the walls as well? So you can imagine 2 main levels, new flooring, new wall treatments, new paint. It's a big deal and required pretty much to move everything out so that it would not be in the way of all this construction. And we just utilized our garage, shoved things in the few spaces like the bathrooms and the kitchen that are probably going to be more like phase 2 of the remodel, but it was a big task. Okay friends, let's chat while I chop some veggies. I always tell my kids that's the best time to talk to me. It's kind of no-brainer work. And you got my attention. So anyway, I wanted to tell you what I was doing here today. With this chaos, you can see my makeshift chopping table here, boxes of flooring behind me. Things are a little chaotic, but I am like bound and determined to try to prepare food so that we're not finding ourselves with a busy day in construction and dust and feeling like we have to go eat out. This just would be so expensive and so unhealthy. So I'm doing my best to like prep some meals, get some things prepped. And I thought it was a good chance to tell you about my video sponsor today, Caraway. I've talked about them before. I have their pans, use them and love them. And as you can see, they also sent me this time some of their food storage containers. They're amazing, you guys. They're actually made out of glass and lined in the same food safe ceramic lining. They're such high quality. I'm really excited about these. I'll tell you more about them in a minute. Anyway, if you're also wanting to make some healthy changes for 2025, always a good thing. I feel like it just seems a little bit counterproductive to care so much about your food and ingredients, but not maybe what you're cooking them in and storing them in. So that's why I love Caraway. They've provided these non-toxic, food-safe containers and cookware that we can feel so much better about cooking our food in. So I suggest not only paying attention to the foods that you're getting, but also to pay attention to the things that you're cooking and storing them in, so that you're not leaching forever chemicals right into your healthy food that you've, spent so much time and money preparing and providing for your family. So if you haven't heard about Caraway yet, let me tell you a little bit more about them. I think that they are a fantastic company, out to help us so much with healthy, non-toxic cookware, food storage options, and so much more. Caraway's pans use a ceramic coating, which is a naturally slick surface, and 100% non-toxic, which is so amazing. But that means that you can use minimal oil or butter and get those like slide off the pan eggs. It also makes it really easy to clean up these pans with just like a simple rinse and gentle dish soap. They clean up so nice. But there is a lot of good stuff to get over at Caraway, but I'd recommend getting the cookware set like I did. It comes with a saute pan, a fry pan, Dutch oven, and a saucepan, plus lids for all of them, and a lid holder and a magnetic pan rack for storage. You really get some bang for your buck. And by getting this set like I did, it saves you 20% versus buying each of these items individually. Okay, let's talk more about this food storage set. So like their cookware, Caraway's food storage set is non-toxic, ceramic coated glass. They feel like such good quality. These food storage containers are dishwasher safe, non-stick, microwave, oven, refrigerator, and freezer safe. I think that's so awesome because you can take your leftovers from the fridge straight to warming them up in the oven or the microwave. Really a cool feature. The storage set that I have here includes 2 small containers, 2 medium containers, a large container, inserts for separate food that you can put within these containers, and a storage organizer. This is the neatest and cleanest approach to storing food, and it looks so good. You could even put these on the countertop, or they look really tidy inside of a cabinet. So I don't know if you've done a lot of research on cookware, but a lot of the cookware, even like famous ones that are backed by celebrities and stuff like that, they can be really concerning because of what they're coated with. A lot of them have, of course, Teflon or other PTFEs, aka forever chemicals, that can leach into your food when cooking. It's interesting to note that when cookware is heated past 500 degrees Fahrenheit, the PTFEs are actually released at a molecular level, which is scary because that means you can't see them, you can't even smell them, but you can get sick from them, which is something that the owner of Caraway's company had experienced, which is why he felt so passionate about making these more food safe cookware and food storage items for us. What's even more alarming is that long-term exposure to these forever chemicals can lead to a lot of health problems like cancer, behavioral issues, birth defects, lower sperm count, basically all things that none of us want to deal with. So it's an easy and pretty common sense swap to make sure that the things you're cooking with are healthy for you. As I mentioned, I've been using these Caraway pans for myself for months now, and I just absolutely love them, so much so that I wanted to make sure that we got our oldest daughter a set for when she's ready to move out on her own. And I'm even more excited about these incredible food storage containers. They're absolutely beautiful, and I'm just so excited to make sure that I get us a lot of food prepped for this crazy season of life. I think that is a great healthy eating tip, is to make sure that you have food prepped. And this year I kind of want to focus on adding in more healthy stuff rather than like trying to limit myself. So I've been doing more vegetables, making sure we have those prepped. We may need to like move into my mom's for a while, so I want to make sure that these things are prepared for us and easy to transition, easy for my husband to grab here at home if he needs to be working here while we are somewhere else. I've also been thinking ahead and making sure I brown a lot of meat and cook a lot of meat to prep that can just be thrown into an easy dinner like tacos. So I've been browning beef on bulk, and it's been really helpful to just have those things ready and handy so that we don't end up reaching for junk food or going out to eat and spending unnecessary amounts of money. All right, I've gotten distracted. I'm gonna keep chopping. But my friends, if you are interested in swapping out your cookware for a better non-toxic alternative, I definitely recommend Caraway, and I recommend bundling it with this cookware set that I will link in the description below for you. That saves you 20% off. You can also add on my coupon code that they have given us. That will save you an additional 10%. And you can use that code to save on all their products site-wide. And then definitely check out this food storage set. Really, really excited about these. All right, let's all start 2025 off healthy with non-toxic fumes in our cookware. So definitely check out that link in the description below. Thank you, Caraway, for sponsoring this video, and I'm gonna continue to do some food prep here to make our lives a little easier and healthier. I was very thankful we had actually pretty much finished out the basement before we tackled the main living areas. It allowed us a place to kind of put all of our things, to set up somewhat of living conditions down here. All the kids' beds were going down here, all of our homeschool work, pretty much what was once orderly and beautiful is now again chaos down here. You can see I'm setting up my office right by the washer and dryer in this little tiny laundry room nook that I still haven't shared with you. I actually wanted to do like a basement reveal and share all the details with you, but we ended up having to move stuff down here so quickly that I didn't get a chance to like film and photo it before everything had to move from the upstairs. All the flooring came in the boxes, and pretty soon the basement was not in a state where I could like reveal it to you. But here I'm showing you the home before we start ripping out things, before demolition starts. We've got in all the boxes of flooring. Because it's real wood, they had to acclimate to the temperature. And so here it is, just about as cleaned out as we could get it, ready for demolition. Super exciting, but it is a very overwhelming state right now. And even though I don't feel like I have very many pretty things to share with you today, I just wanted to show you what's going on. I've kind of dropped the ball on creating content for you because my attention has pretty much been completely wrapped up in this process of moving things out and prepping for new floor, new walls. So it's exciting stuff, but overwhelming, as you can probably imagine. But I just can't wait to be able to share the results with you and get this place feeling more like our style and more like our home. So poor Kevin, he has been working so hard to get this place ready as well with me. He did start on a lot of the demolition. Before we could get the flooring in, we needed to take down some walls that I'd kind of planned, as I wanted like a bigger dining room, and just a few walls are coming down, but of course they have to come down before we get flooring going so it's all seamless. You can see here this pounding down this wall. We all had to take a swing. Very therapeutic. The kids had so much fun. It was a good time, but the dust that came from it was not so fun, I have to admit, as it just gets everywhere. And we are trying to live here through all of this. So far we've lasted, and the dust has drove me crazy, but we're making do. But like I mentioned, Kevin is doing a lot of the demo. But we are hiring out help to install the floor, which is going to be a heaven send because this is such a big project and Kevin is still trying to run his own business that is doing well. And we just decided it just had to be done. If we were going to tackle this much at once, we needed help with the flooring. And then we're also going to hire out painters once we get all the trim and the new millwork put together. So grateful that we can do that this time around. It's going to make it go faster. But while we have guys here helping with all the work, it is my task to try to keep some normalcy in our kitchen, food on the table, and whatnot. And so it gets dusty, and I feel like I'm constantly wiping down surfaces. As if things weren't crazy enough, we had also started tackling the food storage room downstairs. It was pretty gross. We needed to rebuild shelving and everything. But that also meant that all the food storage we had in there had to come out into the living room area where the kids are sleeping. So it's just every corner of the home feels chaotic. And let me tell you, as a homemaker who loves to be neat and tidy, that is a challenge. But I'm excited about the progress we've made on this food storage room. It's one of like the scariest, grossest rooms in the home. So it'll be nice to make it pretty. We're taking a little break from house construction because Kevin had to come to St. George, Utah to build a sauna in someone's vacation home. And we had to come with because of this view. And of course, warmer weather, but check this out. The home that Kevin was installing this sauna in was like right at the mouth of Zion's National Park. Oddly enough, I've never been there, so we were so excited to go and just take a day to get away from it all, enjoy some nature. We went on this beautiful hike around Zion's. It was so good for our souls to get away for a hot minute and bask in some cleaner environment and some beautiful landscape. Dog got fed. That was the easy part. Oh, every countertop surface, the oven is full of our stuff. And I gotta feed the family. I'm gonna figure it out. We're not gonna go out to eat. We're gonna figure this out. Oh, everything is like a layer of dust. Yeah, I just cleaned it. I'm not sure why. I got this. Maybe we should move into my mom's. I got this. Okay, we survived day 1 of demo. As far as ripping up flooring, I'm very overwhelmed by the mess in this house and trying to live in it. Doing the best we can. Got the kids downstairs. We're not doing the bathrooms right now, the kitchen, just the flooring, so it's still a mess, but we'll do the major parts of the kitchen later. So anyway, so far I think we can make it without moving to my mom's. For some reason, the thought of moving to my mom's paralyzes me. Like, I know she's willing to let us come, but the thoughts of like moving our clothes and everything we need for the bathrooms and everything we cook with, and for some reason that's got me paralyzed to the point that I'd rather live in this. So let me walk you through and just show you what progress they made today. It's nighttime, so the lighting's kind of harsh here, but hopefully you get the point. So flooring is ripped up in this, well, we call it our schoolroom, but little front room. And this entryway, if you remember, had that really uneven slate rock that was so hard to walk on. And it looks like they cut out, like, what's this flooring called? Subfloor. They actually cut out layers of it in order to install that rock. So we're gonna have to build it back up, an extra cost, but it'll be so much better when all of this is just level and even. And I'm glad that that's out. They haven't torn out this Berber carpet yet. They had to kind of put everything in here, and then once these are floored, they'll switch and do this room. You can see that wall that we knocked down. We've got a hutch in there right now, just storing it. We actually had a framer come and talk to us because we were worried about some weight that looked like it was on that wall right there. So we're not totally sure if we can take that down safely without adding some support up there. So that's gonna be a bit of a mess for a minute. So that closet is out that was there. It feels so much better having that more open. It's a prime spot for like an antique piece or maybe a little sofa chair with a reading light. I think we can make that look a lot cozier right there under the stairs. Here's the kitchen. It's been in all sorts of stages of dusty and mess and boxes, but I got it somewhat manageable to put some dinner on the table. So this, actually, let's turn around and talk about the dining room. So plans here, I really wanted a bigger dining room, and I wanted to preserve, sorry, I'm making you dizzy, this room for more of a prep kitchen, butler's pantry area. So this area is going to be a bigger dining room, but the windows are off-centered, so we're actually going to have to frame in a third window. but I think that will look really good. So there's the new hole up there for the, right there. So that will be the new center where we'll switch a light fixture there, and it will have 3 windows, bigger dining area. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of take that one out and fix the exterior as well when we do that. But that will be so nice, especially when we have company, to have a bigger dining area. I mean, there's 6 of us. We really need more than just this tiny round table. Haven't done, well, that's the basement, which we did get mostly remodeled. We haven't done the bedroom yet. This bed weighs 1,000 pounds. Not only is it sturdy, we built this bed frame, but the mattress is a Savvy rest mattress. Lots of heavy foam. It's the most comfortable bed. I did a whole video on this mattress. It is heaven, but not to move. So we'll have to finish the other rooms and then kind of make this room last to rip out. Let's head up the stairs. They didn't get the carpet off the stairs yet, or in that room, but we have the hallway ripped up. The light's not working in there, so it's gonna be dark, but I'm gonna show you what we found in my little boy's room. Kind of makes me laugh. You can see here, that red shaggy carpet used to be here. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine? So this, I don't know if we're gonna have to take this off to get all that out. I'll have to talk to the flooring guys, see what they think. But I mean, it's just like thin yarn. I bet it was such a matted mess in its day. But super interesting and funny to kind of find that bright red carpet. I just noticed they actually have the stair treads and risers here. So they did a custom build on that. I love the round edging. They look really pretty. I'm not sure if they're stained yet, actually. But if you're curious what flooring I picked, here's a piece of it. It is solid wood. And what is this, 5-inch planks? This is a French oak. This light is not letting you see the real tones, but hopefully you get the idea. It's kind of like a medium to light neutral brown. I felt like it went really well with the darker woods and my antiques that I have. So it's from Home Depot. Did I already say that? I can link it in the description, but that's the natural color of French oak. And then they do have a little bit of a lightning stain on top of there. I hope it works out, you guys. This choice was so stressful for me. I bought so many samples trying to figure this out, and I hope it looks beautiful. What do you think? Did I do all right? My poor air doctor, I just noticed it's like stopped working. It's showing bad air. And I bet the filters are just full to the brim. With all this dust, I'm feeling you. I feel it in my lungs. I need to get out of here and breathe some fresh air. Poor thing. One other thing I've been grateful for is my TIDBITS day planner. It's helped me so much just with all the decisions I have to make and everything I have to manage. Very grateful for some sort of order that it's creating in my life. And I just wanted to let you know that the TIDBITS day planners are still for sale over at tidbitsandco.com if you want to check them out and need a little help managing your life in 2025. Thank you so much for joining me, my friends. I hope you enjoyed just seeing a glimpse of what we've been up to. It's chaotic. I hope your January is maybe starting a little better and in a more orderly fashion, but nonetheless, I thought I'd share with you what we have going on, and I can't wait to share the updates with you in future videos. Please make sure you're subscribed. So grateful to have you with me on this journey. And here's a little glimpse of the flooring that was finished by the time I had to wrap this video up for you. So stay tuned. We'll share with you the process and more glimpses. And remember, if you're wanting to swap out your pans for a non-toxic alternative, check out Caraway. I'd recommend getting the cookware set since you'll save 20% by bundling. You can also use my code to save on all of their products site-wide. Thanks for following along, and I'll be back to share more inspiration for the keeper of the home.